What's good, y'all? It's your boy King NSA here, man. You already know what the fuck's going on. We're gonna be reacting to a court cam. A dentist gets sentenced to 20 years in prison. It's a 3-minute clip. So shit, let's get into this, man. Let's see what the fuck's going on. Oh shit. Oh. All right.
Next, we head up to Anchorage, Alaska, for the sentencing
Damn, Alaska? Okay.
of Seth Lookhart. The former dentist was convicted on a whopping 46 counts of felony medical assistance fraud, totaling nearly $2 million. On top of that, the greedy dentist bilked his own business partners out of $250,000. And even
He's a dentist, that's why. He's probably fucking with motherfuckers' insurance and shit and whatever, whatnot. So that's probably why he got, you know. Yeah, that's probably what he's getting charged for. How much you want to bet right now he's gonna get charged for fucking with somebody's insurance or just some shit fucking with one of his patients? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? We'll see about that.
flaunted his crimes through text messages. But perhaps most disturbing of all was how Lookhart recklessly put the lives of his very own patients in danger. That's Lookhart extracting a tooth from a sedated patient while riding a hoverboard. Stunts like this convinced authorities that Lookhart was a menace to his patients.
This is not an economic crime. This is not a case for the...
Wait. I thought he was getting Woods. Alright. So if he's getting charged for basically stealing money, like fraud and shit, right? How come they haven't explained that yet? How come they've only explained the part when he's rolling on a hoverboard? I don't see nothing wrong with that. The man's just having fun at his job, bro. I mean, I can see if you're like doing the work or whatever, standing on a hoverboard and you slip on the hoverboard and it fucks up their tooth or whatever. I can see that. That's different. But like just riding away on a hoverboard? What's wrong with that? Fuck, let the man be happy. Go on.
Court is sentencing someone who stole $2 million. Lookhart hurt people, vulnerable
he stole
people,
$2 million.
disabled
Okay,
children.
never mind.
In addition to his hoverboard antics, Lookhart often used needless or excessive anesthesia without patient consent, and even allowed his office manager to perform a tooth extraction. With so much evidence against him, his attorney practically throws himself at the mercy of the court.
He's lost a business, there are civil suits, there's been negative publicity, and the likely loss of his license, which is pending.
Facing a maximum of 20 years in prison, Lookhart turns to Judge Michael Wolverton and makes a stunning request.
I know I would be my best self, and in turn, able to serve my family and the community best, if I were granted the privilege and the hope of a renewed lease on life, practicing dentistry and living among those that I love.
The judge wasn't buying it and gave Lookhart a piece of his mind.
You darn near killed some people. And not just once, and not just twice. People who should, some of them have never been in your office and you knew it. And then after that, you bragged about it in your text.
Before sentencing, the judge reads a
Yeah,
statement from the patient who received.
I can understand, like, yeah, maybe FaceTime because you can't track a FaceTime call. Like, why text? Anybody can read. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can go on your phone and look at that. And if you're doing something illegal or something fucked up, why are you stacking more evidence up against yourself by putting your text messages on air? You feel what I'm saying? Like if I was to go and kill somebody or just steal some money from somebody or whatnot, I wouldn't be texting my friend being like, yo, I just shot this motherfucker, or yo, I just fucking hit this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Fuck.
The hoverboard extraction.
I think what you did was so outrageous, narcissistic, and crazy. So I forgive you for all that. But there's obviously a high-priced lesson that you're going to have to learn.
She was right. There was a very high price to pay. When it was all over, the judge sentenced Lookhart to 20 years in prison, with 8 of those suspended, plus 10 years of probation, during which time he'll be unable to practice dentistry.
Thanks for being a fan of course.
I don't really know a lot about this shit, but I'm assuming he only has to do a good like 10, 12 years, and then he's out on probation for another 10. See, what I don't, what I don't understand about this though is that they didn't explain at all how he stole $2 million. How did he steal $2 million? All I've seen was the fact that he rode a fucking hoverboard, and the fact that he maybe did a few things without the patient's consent. But that's it, which is still fucked up. But hold on, I gotta rewatch this because this shit. I'm not even gonna pause it, bro. Like, this shit's not making any sense.
Next, we head up to Anchorage, Alaska, for the sentencing of Seth Lookhart. The former dentist was convicted on a whopping 46 counts of felony medical assistance fraud.
Okay, a medical assistance fraud. Okay, because, yeah, he had other people taking care of his patients when they weren't licensed. So, yeah, that's okay. Felony shame to defraud. I don't know what the fuck that is. Illegal practice of dentistry because he used anesthesia when he wasn't supposed to. So he technically did a lot of things without their consent. And then reckless endangerment, which is the hoverboard. And, yeah, so.
Totaling nearly $2 million. On top of that, the greedy dentist bilked his own business partners out of $250,000, and even flaunted his crimes through text messages. But perhaps most disturbing of all was how Lookhart recklessly put the lives of his very own patients in danger. That's Lookhart extracting a tooth from a sedated patient while riding a hoverboard.
All right, so I still don't understand how he stole $2 million from them, but well, whatever. Okay, I guess he was.
Stunts like this convinced authorities that Lookhart was a menace to his patients.
This is not an economic crime. This is not a case where the court is sentencing someone who stole $2 million. Lookhart hurt people, vulnerable people, disabled children.
In addition to his hoverboard antics, Lookhart often used needless or excessive anesthesia without patient consent, and even allowed his office manager to perform a tooth extraction. With so much evidence against him, his attorney practically throws himself at the mercy of the court.
He's lost a business, there are civil suits, there's been negative publicity, and the likely loss of his license, which is pending.
Facing a maximum of 20 years in prison, Lookhart turns to Judge Michael Wolf.
Yeah, so he basically just put a lot of disabled children and shit like that. I don't understand how. I'm sorry, I just don't understand how he stole $2 million though. Like I said, they didn't mention anything about that on here. I really didn't understand this video at all, if I'm being real with you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not good with all this shit, so like maybe I'm just not understanding. Maybe I'm just not hearing what they're saying about the fraud, but I still don't see where the fuck they had any kind of. All I heard was that he was being reckless with a hoverboard. Like, that's literally all I'm hearing. Dentist. I don't know, man. That shit's fucking retarded. I'm just gonna piss myself off by thinking of it, but shit, y'all do you. Goodbye.